in quite the
Get another match? Yes, we are.
with how this upper bracket has panned out. The fact that we're even seeing once again up
We are getting one more match
Raccoon
today.
down here. So let's see Johnny and Jake take this one away.
Are you alive over there, Avril? Dude, they're staying so long on the casters again. They're staying so long on the casters.
That was good, guys. That was good.
Is this the biggest event of OWCS or mid-year? This is neither. This is the first event of the year. So it's not the finals and it's not the mid-year. It's literally the first event of the year.
Up there for best in the world with Falcons, but they find themselves here in the lower bracket on enemy territory.
It is funny that I'm glad that EWC will be 16 teams, but it is funny that EWC will once again be 16 teams, and you go to the grand finals at the end of the year, it'll be 8 teams again. That'll be funny.
Yeah. I mean, big international events not having like a nice like over 10 number. I love this announcer. Okay, I gotta get water.
This team is, and they are world class. They're also no
aura. Look at these dweebs. They do look fucking weak this tournament.
Arena is hoping, praying for you to lead them to glory, for the hometown, for your home country.
Yeah, there's another match, and I have my Preds up. You've been able to pred this whole time.
Close to touching in previous eras of Overwatch, and they seem ready for
Two mentally boomed, possibly, but they at least beat VP.
Now, let's see what Jake and Johnny have to say. I'm sorry, I know the 5 a.m. delirium kind of got to me.
No worries, Ash. We are excited to be here, excited to be casting this banger of a match. Crazy Raccoon, and once again, who would have thought that we'd have to be sending one of these teams home right here, right now, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we would have been too surprised to see this matchup in the tournament, but it's the fact that Nightmare is waiting in the upper bracket. I think that is the surprising part of all of this. So yeah, perhaps one round earlier than we would have thought, but it's going to be a gigabanger, Jake.
It took a generational performance, frankly, from Zira and
the way Johnny be
down
leaning on that
Raccoon.
TV.
And as much as we see them in the dark room, I mean, I just don't want to
Who did
overrate
Xia lose to? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Players. I mean, these guys are such vets. They've been around at the top for a long time. Even Junbin and Max, relatively younger players alongside Heesang, they have been around. They have won a lot of tournaments. They have played championships time and time again. And so I think they're really,
you can call them that anytime you want.
I believe
I
you.
honestly would rather be them. I would rather get a bit of
I'd believe you
into this game. You got to remember, for both of
as
them,
an
I'm just a
enjoyer.
believable guy. I'm a believable guy, and
yeah, that is something that we
trust me,
usually
of
have
course.
in Overwatch. I mean, dating back to the Overwatch League, it was usually like max 2 matches per day. But the fact that Crazy Raccoon now, they've had to
Johnny
take
is
2
so
breaks in
tall
between 3 matches.
that he's the guy that
is
says,
something a little bit out of the
he's actually not
usual,
that tall.
Like, let's keep it real. These guys play Overwatch all day long, and so the fact that you're doing it on stage is a little bit different, but I don't think it'll affect it.
I like Johnny's shirt.
I think the challenge is going to come in these small moments when
Okay, I can't hear
I think
him.
I have the same one,
You're
but
not
I
gonna
wear
be
it as a
100%
jacket
prepared
because
for
I
every strategy you
just
bring
like
out. Teams need to be very quick on the uptake, making
thick
these
shirts.
adaptations.
Here we go.
And Crazy Raccoon on Ilios. I'm feeling a Winston ban here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they
Do
would
OA always get lowest seed ban? Why does Crazy Raccoon get first ban here? Do they flip a coin for this? Crazy Raccoon is second seed from Korea. OA is first seed from China. How do they decide who goes first?
Bro, I have no fucking clue.
They must flip a coin. They have to flip a coin, surely.
So maybe an even more aggressive assault on the ball comp, because I think now
Korea 2's high seed?
maybe
Holy
playing like a
shit.
Hazard, Genji, Sojourn for.
It's insane that they know this. It's insane that they know the Koreans are the highest seed and then they give them 2 spots.
The #1 way to attack a ball comp.
Yeah, we actually don't see the Tracer ban too much, and especially you're thinking like leave on the
To be fair,
Because they
isn't
wouldn't
isn't that whole tournament not designed by the OWCS team though? Isn't this designed by the EWC, like,
I mean, it's a part of the OWCS. It's a part of the OWCS circuit now. It's officially OWCS circuit. So yes, I would say it's designed by OWCS. They would have the say anyway. They would have ultimate say over how it's run, regardless.
performances from Crazy Raccoon and Team Falcons. So you're kind of searching for answers, and the Tracer ban, it's interesting.
Also, that whole thing would have been made before this event. They obviously didn't make it right now. They didn't wait till this last game finished, and then some intern just put it together last second after some executive decided, you know what, I'm not going to decide the spots until I finish watching once again SSG. That's not how it works. So,
no, I know that. I'm just really saying that, like, I was under the assumption that EWC would probably just made the format, and then I don't know how much OWCS, like,
no
what their oversight
OWCS would have
is.
had
No man,
like
he is a
100%
gaming
control because it's part of the
warlord here on
OWCS
this server.
circuit.
Don't make him
I still have
angry.
It's within the, it's a
I
mid-season
still
of
have faith in this guy.
OWCS, part of
He
the
is a
circuit now.
shooter.
I do want to say before we get
So-
into this map as well that I think once again have been really prepared throughout this tournament. Especially you're thinking, right, they haven't had the
Dude,
same
it looks like
amount
he's
of
holding the
practice,
detonator. I'm pretty sure that's their
probably
mic
as the other
packs
teams, right? But they come in
to
really
talk to the
prepared,
team.
they
I think
have
it's like their
positions
lab
ready,
mic
they have
pack.
the bands ready as well. And I want to give a shout out
It
to a
is.
bit of an OG here. Yang Xiaolong, you might remember that name. That's back to like 2017,
Man.
2018, Miraculous Youngsters.
Johnny's got the
Chengdu
fucking
Hunters,
Johnny's got
very first
the
year, they
lore
were in the
coming
Orange
out.
League in 2019. He was a player back
Did a
then.
good job with the pronunciation
now
too.
coaching for this once again roster, and I think they've come in really prepared. So a Tracer ban, a little bit something out of the ordinary, but I have no doubt that once again they have a complete game plan surrounding this ban.
Once I saw it, I actually really liked it immediately because
Yeah.
I think this mitigates. I mean, I think Wrecking Ball relies more on the
Okay,
trade
Cat.
Roadhog, Jay.
than
What are
other
we doing
comps.
here?
No,
They're bringing
this
out
is
the
Cap.
no.
Wait, no, but is it? But is it? Wait, hold up. Wait, the Hog Cassidy Sombra. If you're a Wrecking Ball player on the ladder, this is generational hatred against Wrecking
And the
Ball.
Ana too.
being
The Ana
channeled into a
is
comp.
real big on
I
the
won't
counter
fully
for the
believe it
ball.
just yet, but
Okay,
there's a
Jake,
chance.
Jake, I know you had a Celsius, bro, but like, they're not.
All right, if it were well, I would
calm down.
believe 100%.
Let's chill
But
out. There we go.
Lighthouse,
How many
maybe
cats
not.
do you have? I
Maybe
have
not.
2.
All right, they might bring it out.
But
on
there are
Bell,
6
right?
cats
How
in
many
this
cats are? I
house.
was gonna say how many
There are
cats in the
6
house?
cats in this house, though.
And Cass.
Yeah.
But I'm worried. I mean, the
Banger
team
match
have a
incoming?
field day for Crazy
Depending on how
Raccoon.
Crazy
So much
Raccoon's been
range
performing so
code.
far today,
Here's
once
the
again should
Sombra,
probably
knows what he's
relatively
up
handily
against.
win.
Really can just play this one passive.
But I mean, to be fair, they did also just have a very close match
for
versus Space Station. So
Yeah, spread out. A lot of poke
Well,
damage.
half of it was
Damage
close. The
coming
other
through
half
here
was
on 2 once
one-sided.
again.
See how that goes.
yeah, but I mean, doesn't that
Now,
equal out to
point on the game of the game
close?
of who can capture the point, who can put pressure on
I
the
guess like
point.
at least like 40%
I would
close.
say it's close if the
Much
whole
more
thing was
difficult
close.
for
Then I
Guzman
would say it's
across this
close.
distance.
but
Look, he has no armor, booped out
half
in the open.
close then, we'll
Beautiful
say.
boops by Jumben.
Because I mean, if you almost went to map 5, that's relatively close.
And a nade from Shu slams the door on once again. This comp fell flat.
And now you're already in a hole, right? Because are you
Okay, the
realistically
ball
going
is
to play
working.
against all this poke off the Ash, off the Pharah? Like, you don't really have the same amount of range on this.
The little
path.
Junbin ball is
Even
working
though
there. Do my
Sombra-
Preds already in? I think my
Yeah,
Preds
you
already
get
in.
the packs
Right,
of
chat?
the ball, but
Let me
My
know.
Preds
you're not gonna be
ended
able to
naturally,
survive
which
that.
means,
You have to, like,
unfortunately,
dive
that the
out,
break
and
was
then you
longer
don't
than
have any
30
point
minutes.
pressure. It's a really hard composition for once
I'm
again.
assuming mine ended
It's
as
also
well.
Boucher on the D.Va. It's so defensive. It's so passive.
mine
Now
timed
they're gonna
out.
try and make this rotation to point with the help of the break. She's lost a lot of HP on the shield. He's saying,
I haven't seen Shy on cast in a while, actually. Ooh, he's saying caught maybe? No, he's good.
Ooh, Leave gets caught. Leave fucking gets caught by Lip on high ground.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, Lip
Once
was just
again,
there.
they're struggling
Yeah, he was looking to pressure the
think Lee realized-
Pharah.
Point
Lee
is
didn't know that
beaten
Lip was
down
there.
by this poke, and realistically, Crazy Raccoon, they're
I mean, this
incredibly
comp's kind of farming for them.
So strong, and Jun
Like,
Bin
there's
has
not, like,
enough
Jumba's just getting constant pressure. Lip is relatively untouched.
Mega dump of CC that once again have been running.
I don't think
He's just been
Jumbin's
running
even really been
circles around
hacked
on
or
the wrecking ball,
like
creating
pressured out
space,
too
creating
much at all,
opportunity.
right?
I think that, I mean, it
With
seems like
Lee
Leave's
saying
been hunting
firing
for,
on
like,
all
Heesang a
cylinders.
lot.
They want to continue on in this tournament, but of course, only one team
Yeah, I
can.
mean, it's
going
it's
for a
both
bit of a
him and
rotation
Goucher's job,
with
but
Goucher,
I don't know if I
Goucher
believe
gets the
Goucher's
no-no
either
here,
much at all
it's
here.
so hard to get to a
Oh
break.
shit!
Okay,
That was pretty
okay.
good.
Monk finds a
I don't
bit
know
of
how that
Heesang.
happened, but that's pretty good.
But you really need it if you once again.
The other 4 players from Crazy Raccoon, though, aren't going to give this one up. They still have a lot of HP.
Surely,
Lip
the
under
cat-
Oh,
Come
the
on,
hack
surely.
too.
Right,
There's the hack on Lip as well, so they don't make sure there's no Bob.
With Rally as well, but Jumbin,
Okay.
just the tank and the 2 supports.
Only had to use a rally. I think that's like
Why
Pretty
rally?
reasonable.
Why strong rally?
Oh, no, wait, they've nanoed. They nanoed as well.
Strong rally for that? Question mark?
I mean, they just traded support ults, so I
Weren't
guess-
Crazy Raccoon losing? What was the rally for? That's crazy.
yeah, but I mean, also Monk
Great hit from
nanoed.
Monk that
So,
allows Leave
like,
as well to get the hack
do you
on
take
Monk
that?
that
Do you
they
take
can
it? Do you
follow
take
up on
that? And you just trade the
Now
support
you
ults in a
have the
losing
EMP.
fight?
How are we going to utilize this? Jump is going to pressure point with the mine.
I mean, it's good for OA, but it's like I just don't see why strong ults in a losing fight. Oh wow.
Really? I don't even. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think. I don't even think that was necessarily that good for OA because it doesn't really matter because they just get comboed anyways. Like it likely wouldn't have made that much difference. Like they just got immediately rolled by the
Probably both
barrage.
shouldn't have ulted. I think both Monk and Strong probably shouldn't have ulted.
Because like when you have the cap time advantage anyways, trading the ults when you're already up the person is kind of just bad because you need to be like way more economical with the ults.
On the spawn, Leave has quite a bit of time pressure to find this engage.
Yeah, you need to pressure point now before Junbin realistically gets back here. There's gonna be
Dude,
poke
OA
damage coming in,
won.
but
They
you should be able to
killed
survive this.
Jumbin and they haven't been able to
comes out
flip
here.
yet.
Shy traded.
Ellipse
Naded,
won. Holy
dynamited
fuck, they
down.
couldn't finish him
Lip's
off.
Still alive, still fighting the
They get
flip.
Chorong
Gods
though.
out of one.
They're feeling good, but they're lacking damage in this
Oh, the sleep on Junbin. Can they punish?
Not enough.
No, they can get him. They can get him.
Huge body block.
Yeah.
Huge body block from you.
Monk clean on the Ana right now. He needs to keep this one up. Crazy Raccoon had quite a bit of time to
Dude,
charge
Monk
up
is having a
there.
good Ana performance so
Once again,
far.
high noon Diva Bomb. These are really difficult to
Yeah, he's
deploy
got a
in this
lot on his hands
circumstance.
as well to
They're
do.
gonna need to rely on Monk's nano.
Oh, he's saying us to be
This is
careful.
actually a
Holy
huge
shit.
ultimate back
Shy
and
was
forth
hitting
once
some
again.
shots.
Crazy Raccoon, they're gonna build towards that Nano, which will be a huge tool here.
I mean, the ult bank here is pretty strong once again.
Great position here to actually close out the round.
Such a scary
Shy?
spot.
Oh my, dude, Lip's hidden.
Goucheway pops that bomb, zones up in the air.
Lip is hidden.
Oh, Goucheway nearly didn't get the remake. Nearly didn't get the remake. Muse on one. Muse on one.
And Junbin on the case, punishing that backline, forcing them into a defensive posture while the point gets capped.
Goucheway gets bullied out, so they're gonna get to flip. Yep, Goucheway totally bullied out.
Too much for once again to come back.
The Bob, the Nano, so much damage coming through.
Nano Bob, dude, he fucking hits Mew. He hits Evil Toll. Oh, that's so sad. I mean, good round. Good round. Really well played from Crazy Raccoon.
Signs of life there from once again claw themselves back into the first round, and it's a good sign at least.
Look, I'll be honest.
I support
When we
ball
went to
torture.
Ilios, when I saw the Winston ban,
I mean, it's Ilios, Jay.
in my
Okay.
head, I chalked this one up for Crazy Raccoon.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anything else than that is a win. That
Hog
being
and ball
said,
torture?
you know,
A
the
sensual
Cassidy,
delight?
the Sombra,
One could
these
say.
can punish a mortal Wrecking Ball player. But Junbin? I mean, they shut him down a couple times this round, but they made so much opportunity for Lip and Heesang to get going and to really get
What is
into
it?
the
That's
what does
Evil
Avast
Toll?
look
Yeah.
like
to
to you?
take the mirror on the Ash. I
What?
like his chances
Good
a
stuff
lot
inside
more
Trent. Does he look like
mirroring on the
Nancy
hits and
Pelosi? What are you
playing that
asking here?
equal range. But once again, Crazy Raccoon on the
I mean, you know,
Wrecking Ball
people
front,
sometimes
they're
say
just
that
so
I give
unpredictable.
off
They're
the
so
American
hard to
Psycho
respond to.
vibes, which is like
Leave
a
on the
financial,
Sombra,
you know,
gonna
kind of
be
a financial
mitigating
background.
some of the threat from that ball.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
I
right,
mean,
right.
this is Crazy Raccoon's signature composition. This is the composition that
Not
they've
the part where
specialized
you
over the
chop
course of a
people
year
up.
now.
The financial
And if you
part.
have
The
this
financial
guy
part, yes,
down
the
to
financial
Crazy
part.
Raccoon,
Yeah.
realistically, you're going to have to be able to beat them at this
Of
signature
course, as we've
composition.
discussed, your method of disposing the
ground,
bodies is
poking from range.
unconventional compared
Shy
to other
taking these sniper
psychopaths,
trades.
yes, but
Scary
we have
against
to
the
get into
player
that.
like Shu. Heavy spam pressure.
Okay,
And
Shy
then
just
goes
took
up
8 million
Alpha
spam.
Shu's in pole
Okay.
position now, takes the high ground. Ultimate
Okay.
height, looks for nade into the backline. The connection onto Mew. Shu
It's
gets
not
up
looking
down
good
low.
here.
He's doing it himself, John.
It's not looking good here with this ball comp.
Unbelievable on a performance from Shu.
They're just getting like hit
no.
multiple
Oh,
times with like the ball slam combo or just spam and an Ana shot.
Winston ban is fucking crazy because like Jimin can just play ball, but Goucheway needs the Winston in this matchup. That is,
And you really can't walk up without your diva. I mean, once again, are just gonna have to wait.
they're not gonna
in the
win a diva
spawn.
matchup with
Way
Goucheway
too
playing
dangerous
this.
to move forward.
You see, they're giving up. They're giving up on shutting down the ball now.
Leave on the far.
They're giving up on shutting down. He's gonna go Malga even. Okay.
Well here, and the Maga.
Honestly,
Johnny,
I would
it
rather
works.
see him play
They're gonna
Malga
go
than
full
Diva.
aggro. Maybe they can
Genuinely.
cross
Oh yeah,
the
we're still
distance,
going.
But there's gonna be so much disruption coming in. Now it's Junbin's time.
They do have Liga to play in
A lot of
Diva,
these
but the
control
bans
skills
happen
are off
after
the table.
substitutions.
There's much less threat to deal with this Wrecking Ball, and Junbin is going crazy on them. Slam right
Good
here onto
Suzu.
the Ash. Follow-up damage coming in from range.
I think the Suzu is probably a must play into this. It's so hard to play the Ana.
Is on a heater on this
Jimin
map.
just
Yeah, I
completely
mean, you're playing
tracked
the
Lee
Lucio
down
and
with some
Fury,
shoe
but then
shots in the middle.
You're playing the poke with Shy on the Ash, Leave on the far as well. Leave's gonna finally swap over to the Genji there. If you're gonna play with pace, like I kind of understand it, right? Because again, beating Crazy Raccoon at their own game.
Come on, holy
I mean,
shit,
they're
oh
just
yeah,
literally.
not-
I mean, they might get 99-0. They might get 100-0'd here if they can't get out of the spawn.
They're getting spawn camp
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, they're actually they literally can't get out.
We were looking for answers. They don't have it.
Oh,
Playing
yeah,
a
playing
low
3
mobility
games today,
comp
yeah.
against this lineup,
Shy
Crazy
Widow.
Raccoon.
Shy
How many
Ash.
of Crazy
You're just
Raccoon
putting
played
the
3 as
ball
well,
in
though,
their
right?
Shu has
Crazy Raccoon have
dropped
also
like
played 3 games
15 kills
today.
in this
Yeah.
map. I mean, this is
They
actually
played
It's too-
Nightmare
it's a-
into VP into now OA.
These are marathon. This is just a
So,
marathon
three
day
for
for them
both. It's
both.
a lot of games,
This is
but
not
like,
normal.
He's just sitting on the pillar back there.
And
jumping around.
Once again,
High
just
ground.
scrambling for answers. Now
Dude,
it's
they're about.
the
I mean, they're finally about to have their
Well,
first fucking
Rocky
ult of the
has
time of the
full
round.
stack
They're about to have
for
like
Crazy
rush,
Raccoon. Jumpin is slamming you at the spawn
but
first.
they just can't get out of spawn.
It's the Lucio booping him around. He's got the minefield.
Here comes the
I mean, look, here comes the Pharah. It's just like
Spawn.
free, completely free from the
He's on
skies.
his third hero,
Smoking them
fuck.
on this first map.
Dude, this was not even close.
I mean, this is gonna be a 99-0. This is literally gonna be a 99-0.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Like we said, no one's got the answer for this
They were in
game.
a dark room, Johnny. They were low energy.
What?
Johnny.
Where was this?
Surely
Where
the
was this
momentum
Crazy
from Cloud?
Raccoon
Oh, man. Crazy
versus
Raccoon,
some of the other
Helios.
squads?
This is their home. This is where they cut their teeth. Once again.
Yeah, I know.
back to the
Only we
drawing
could get
board.
this Crazy Raccoon on every other
Yeah,
map.
I mean, this is usually how the first map goes when you're playing Crazy Raccoon. When
Did
you're playing
Avast
Team
die?
Falcons. They
Ilios
pick
is a cheat
Ilios.
code.
No.
Ilios is a cheat code, all right?
It's a cheat code. I'm kind of curious what would happen in a major tournament if we.
No, I'm not.
Ilios
Sorry, I was just
like,
muted.
Would that be a bit of a neutralizer?
No, obviously.
Ilios is just
Left
too
me
strong for these
alone.
Korean teams.
They're different.
Sorry. I did not die. I will say, like, this is fucking insanity that Crazy Raccoon, after all of this trial and tribulation, like losing North America, are now going to come out and just like beat once against ass in the first map.
And get this out of your head. That's what you have to do.
Like literally.
Yeah, but the Winston ban completely cooked Goose Race.
The Winston
lineup.
ban, yeah, the Winston ban was good. The Winston ban was good, so they won't have that
The
option.
thing is, like,
a nice story here because you
the
don't wanna
real
think about
test
what just
comes
happened. I mean, you
after
got
this map.
Yeah, I mean, you saw
After this
Nightmare,
map,
though, like, they were
when
able
you
to overcome
see
the fact that they couldn't win Ilios, right? So
the team actually able to play the comp, then if Goose Ray can't win on Winston, then OA are in trouble.
But good news, Jake. Now the series can finally
OA
start.
losing with Goose Ray and
Diva,
Diva, it's like, okay, well, that was probably just going to happen.
whichever
Like, you can't do much
way you
against
would
that.
like it. Perhaps get Shu off the Ana. That would be my go-to move, personally. Just recognizing how good he is on that hero. It's just very impressive. Crazy Raccoon, how they're able to play these compositions.
Cat, what are you doing here? What is going on?
In the world.
What are you
They just
doing?
sit back and
What is happening?
dissect you, pick you to pieces before you're even able to reach the point, put any kind of pressure on you. It's a masterclass, really.
Yeah, there are just so many layers to this squad, and trying to close distance against them. I feel that the only way
This is the last game, yeah. It's the last game. I started the stream when there was light outside. There's light outside
You
my
will
window
end the
again.
stream with light outside.
There'll be light outside when I've both started and ended the stream. And when I go to bed.
Play to that incredibly high-paced style. So I think that's probably what, once again, we'll want to do to
Yeah,
try.
what's the problem? That just sounds like you had a great day. You had a really nice day with light outside the whole time. Yeah, surely everything went right.
Yep.
All good, guys. All good.
It's a tough call, though, because, I mean, you know, this is Crazy Raccoon. They have Max, they have Junbin.
What time zone? He lives in Antarctica during the summer where it's 24 hours of sunlight per day.
I was joking when I said that the series can finally start.
That's true.
Going back to what Mitch said on the desk, talking about
imagine how your circadian rhythm would feel if it was either for half the year 24 hours of sunlight and then the other half of the year 24 hours of night.
From these Korean teams, Crazy Raccoon, Team Falcons, they see what the meta is going into the tournament, and then when these tournament matches take place, they get a few different reads, they alter their compositions they're playing, and I feel like the adaptation of this tournament, Jake, has really been to increase the pace of the backline. Typically, we'd see a lot of Winston, Brigana, for example.
Time zone are you? I'm in Central Time.
But now this tournament, I feel like
I'm in Dallas.
Jericho has been really effective. We even saw Nightmare
Central Time Zone. How was game one? It was great if you're a fan of Crazy Raccoon.
So the more you can up the pace and just make a mess of everything, the less the Korean teams have been able to.
Is he this pale to better hide in the snow?
Because you assume they win the duels, for example, but Nightmare, Zero popped off.
Just one of those like find the like Arctic Fox games where their white furs blended in with the landscape.
Off the Brigana, maybe you have a bit of a better chance if you once again.
I do think the Lucio Curie puts a little bit more emphasis on just the raw death matching from your supports. Like, it's such a game changer when your Lucio Curie can win fights against Tracer.
Guys, when does season 16 start? How many days away from season 16 are we?
Winning some fights against the Tracer. You know, and I think
Admiral against Heesang. Who do you got? And Admiral actually came out on top. Yeah.
Hey, Admiral has leveled
3
up
days?
over the years to be this key performer. Now it's going to be Cholong versus Mew. We are going to Suravasa.
Are you the worst driving city in the world? I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Probably a little bit more dominant.
What do you want me to do about it? There's nothing I can do.
Coaching staff, very intelligent, knowledgeable players. I think the way the ban phase plays out has to be.
I think they might ball ban. Ball's good on this map.
Suravasa, yeah.
They've done it. They've
done it. They have in fact done it.
Respect ban Ball off the rip. I actually think this is a big mistake. I don't think Ball is good on this map. I don't think Crazy Raccoon would even play it.
Jake's wrong. Crazy Raccoon have a big history playing Ball this map. Literally look at their history playing Suravasa. You can see them play Ball this map all the time.
Protect ban as well. If you want to go something like the Winston, you want to force, like for example, and prevent Crazy Raccoon from getting a tank ban in themselves, right? Crazy Raccoon going to ban the far.
You know what, Avril? I think you and Jake just need to fight it out.
I'm actually really intrigued.
You need to fight it out.
Develop in terms of composition
physically?
well, because one thing we
yeah, you just have to. It's the only way to settle this.
Well, physically, the problem with that is weight classes exist for a reason. Vast.
Yeah, but he's very fast and lean. You know, he's gonna be playing. See, like you're gonna be playing to grapple to like wrap him up, and he's gonna be playing to like go for your like knees and your ankles to collapse you.
Yeah, I know. But
he'd go for the low blows. You're right. You're right.
Is a type of style that could, you know, put
everything
Crazy
is worth
Raccoons on their
considering.
heels.
Yeah, you gotta think about it.
Yeah. We have seen, I think, Suravasa really go back and forth between like the anti-dive and the dive. You know, we've seen once again win into some of like those really tanky setups like that Falcons brought. But then,
yeah, did they say Da Gushue like Da Vinci on the front side of that?
that
The baby.
The Gooshway?
backline. Things like Break Juno, man, it is rough trying to dive and break Juno. I mean, maybe once again can make that work. They are ridiculous on the Winston Tracer.
I think friends should just kiss and be happy. So true. So true. They're spitting into each other's mouths, Your Honor.
Both teams, I'm sure, finalizing their strategies, thinking about what's going to be the approach given these bans on Sir Avast. I'm coming hoping we see some Winston. The Winston ban's off the table now for Crazy Raccoon.
I want to see the mirror, Jake.
Yeah.
I want to see the Winston, Sojourn, Tracer mirror in this matchup. But I think it's also worth asking, like, Jake, do you think that Crazy Raccoon, do you think they want to match that? Because I feel like we've gotten the sense so far this tournament as well. Crazy Raccoon, they kind of want to be one step ahead of their opponent. They want to make a counter pick if it is available to them. And
dude, the tiredness is coming back.
I actually think OA might be better than Amalgamor than Crazy Raccoon. It's possible. Based on how them beating Falcons and Amalgamor.
Gamble here from Crazy Raccoon. Which composition are you going to lean on?
The ball ban protects the capability for Hazard or Amalgamor to potentially be picked by Gooshway as well. But what it really does is force Jimbin Miniman into a potential Winston mirror, which I think is good. You just don't want to deal with the ball on this map.
And CR right now loading up on the mirror. Lip almost certainly doing a little bit of trolling, but Lip versus Shy. Mitch hit on this on the desk. I think this is crucial. I think a big reason why, once again, have been so incredibly dominant is that Shy is, he's not even just an X factor. He is consistently finding kills.
I'm thinking if the Pharah is good here or not.
Man is on fire. Let's see
Pharah
if Lip can magic here on Sir Avast.
No,
I mean, I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think so.
I think the Pharah does get played, but I think the Pharah is overrated on this map. I think the
yeah,
Pharah
I don't like
here.
it. I don't like the Pharah.
I
think if you're gonna
just
play a
don't think it's
flyer,
actually
you should
that
play the
good.
Echo. If you're gonna play a flyer, like ever.
Okay.
What?
Not too sure how that happens.
I guess we're resetting. Can we restart the
How
map?
the fuck do you just?
I mean, I guess to be fair, they didn't feed any other ult charge to Crazy Raccoon at least. So,
but like, how do you even deal enough damage to die that quickly?
And he said, no more. We're coming back in the server. Gooshway now
Angry Crazy Raccoons, I'm here for it.
takes some space on the point, bullied away. Early cap for CR. Shu with some heavy damage pressure. Once again, reeling, trying to find
Shu's
something.
on 53 already. Alright. Yeah, probably got 2 dinks. Probably Shu just hit double dink. He double dinked. Yeah.
Right now.
So
Has to be. I can't see because there's no way Lip charges rail that fast with no like targets to shoot that quickly to get 100 charge. You know.
Who can open things up for once again?
Shy's damage. Look at Shy's damage versus Lip. Look at Lip's ult charge versus Shy. This is insane. Gooshway's in trouble though. Gooshway needs to lock in right now. Monk's actually really caught up. Monk, after dying, caught up to Shu a little bit.
Okay.
However, they're down to dude. Crazy Raccoon is fucking pounding. What the hell?
This is not gonna happen. The regroup comes in.
Wow, he's saying he's doing well. He's saying he's playing well.
Yeah, he's saying he's playing really well, but overall, like, I mean, once again, they look kind of anemic. It looks like they're taking, like, typically, once again, is like setting up these dives way faster. They're just taking infinite poke. They're just taking like actual infinite poke.
That's funny because Shy actually had way better poke. Shy had like 30% ult charge advantage on Lip. Lip was getting out damaged.
Yeah, but the rest of them was definitely not. They were definitely not.
I think it was He's saying and Shu were doing damage. He's saying in particular at the flank.
Oh, what is Suzu?
Who's already out? Holy shit.
That was a really good Suzu for Monk. Monk didn't get the beat! Oh, he died. He fucking died.
Oh, Shy couldn't ult. Shy couldn't ult. Sad. Leave at least it's 2, but it's over.
But just a little bit too far. Can't quite get it online.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to touch.
Tried.
He wouldn't have made it. Even that wouldn't have been enough. It wouldn't have been enough. 1v2 there.
Mew hits the crucial.
So that goes to the next fight with the Primal, with an overclock. I mean, it's pretty equivalent.
The final fight came down to Gooshway and he poked out too heavily. He jumps out, receives an early sound barrier. Monk doesn't get it, and then Tron gets a better beat with Jimbin still alive. Shu's still alive. Shy versus Lip's gonna be important here. Like, where's Shy? Show me Shy POV. Oh, Gooshway's won. Gooshway's so won right now.
Gooshway backing off, getting regrouped, but Shy finding the pick in the chaos onto Heesang. Advantage now for once again as they move forward. Starting to contest this point. Crazy Raccoon are going to let it go through, electing to
I mean, they get the cap. They're going to play it slow, wait for the recontest. They know they're close to rush.
So once again, can sit back here. Pulse bombs are coming alive, as you say, but
What?
he goes down.
What?
It's a 5 versus 4 situation for Crazy
What?
Raccoon. Junbin is
What?
going crazy.
Where is this damage coming? How did Leave get caught?
Once again, had control of the point, but it was only for a moment, getting 30% capture.
Not too sure,
Crazy
really.
Raccoon now taking point
Might be
control,
he's saying, might be
moving up
Shu
the choke
again.
points. Once
Might be a
again,
lip shot.
find themselves in a tough spot on the retake with nothing but a pulse bomb to work with.
And Shu is already building another Kitsune rush here, way faster than Monk. So this is a time.
Oh, the late death on the Shy, dude. Late death on the Shy
that is
is
going to
gotta be
settle the game
painful.
down a little bit.
Dude,
More poke
I
coming
mean,
through here.
It's looking rough. It's looking rough right now. Luckily, they got the first cap. So
Sitting and Hunt the Tracer.
The Raccoons are just oozing with confidence, rotating around the map with ease. Leave under pressure.
Dude, Leave's gonna die. Leave's gonna die. Yeah.
No recall. He's saying gets the cleanup. Now they're coming to
dude,
fight.
this is so bad.
But I don't think they're gonna have it in time. Junbin's here to stop.
That was a good boot. That was a really good boot from Evil Toll.
Got a 4v5 Kitsune. Oh, huge. Big kill. Chorong doesn't have beat. Chorong's dead, but he's been beaten for the timing as well. Mew's timing on beat was much better. Chorong was off by 5 or 6% there.
Dying on the point. Stable, consistent play for Crazy Raccoon. And in the end, it goes the
Okay,
way once again. But
they made it. They get the flip.
Costly now. Retake available for Crazy Raccoon with the beat advantage.
So now pretty much they walk into this fight with a beat advantage into like what's likely going to be the overclock primal. They can't even pop the beat necessarily aggressively because they have to be worried about both those ults.
I wonder if Crazy Raccoon are going to just tempo this. Because they have a timing here, but Gusha and Shy have nothing. Yeah, they're going to tempo this. It's a good read. It's a really good read.
They have to find Shy. They have to find like Shy or something. Yeah, they do.
Trade though. Gusha's about to hit primal. Heesang's the X Factor, man. I'm telling you. Heesang's doing something special right now. I don't know how Heesang's carrying this hard.
You can guarantee he's going to recommit here once again.
I mean, Jumpman's going to get primal here too.
Now onto the point, Tracer, Lucio.
They got the flip, by the way. They sent those players to point. They sent Chorong and lipped the point and cap.
It doesn't matter. 84 is enough. Once OA, as long as they don't C9, if OA flip again, they can win. But
I mean, I don't know how they win. I mean, they're down Gushway, Jumpman as primal. There's just no way.
Hard now.
I mean, they got it. There you go. There's the point.
Oh, they already got it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Already got it.
And they're going to chase down Evil Toll, I think. Yep. Dude, once again, Crazy Raccoon are looking like this is the Crazy Raccoon I expected to see in the tournament.
This is the Crazy Raccoon that you thought would just beat Nightmare, but somehow they just completely fumbled versus Nightmare. It doesn't make any sense.
You just have to forfeit that point, and
this is how Crazy Raccoon should have played the whole tournament, really, right?
Finds one, lip, traded out, but Sojourns are off the field. Crazy Raccoon having
Heesang's player of the match. I'm telling you.
I mean, he is having a really good. He has a really good map, yeah, and a really good match in general.
Fucking heater.
And no sooner Crazy Raccoon stepping onto the cap. Once again, are bleeding out here on stage with the hometown crowd behind them. It is quiet in the venue right now, Johnny.
Crazy Raccoon demoted to the lower bracket, and this is the time they need Heesang to step up to the plate. People have questioned his Tracer play,
Shy,
and he goes down 5 versus 4 once
okay,
again.
wait a minute.
A
pick? A pick in this economy from once again?
Commitment from Crazy Raccoon, 4v5. Shy with the OC, walking up confidently, double support out from Crazy Raccoon, responding in kind.
They traded
ults. The
ults.
better beat. In position now for the flip, CR. Looking to fall back, looking to kite this. Everyone is
They
low.
live. Oh no, they don't all live.
With the rest of his back line, forced away. Chorong dancing off the
No way Chorong gets out. Oh, I can't believe Chorong got out.
Raccoon still holding this point.
Heesang should just die here, surely. There we go.
Once again, getting the job done, but it's expensive. It's costly.
Expensive for both
They
teams.
have control of the point for now, but they cannot give this one up. 2-0 against them.
And Crazy Raccoon, they're happy to, do these.
You need to start seeing some leave Shy moments.
I mean, they've been really quiet. Yeah.
Shy in particular has been shut down big. Junbin's on his ass big time. Heesang's on his ass as well.
Already taking so much damage.
Like even the floor pulse we saw at the start of this point is crazy.
They want no business, dude.
This is no.
Bushray's just getting domed here too. He's just getting taking so much damage.
No value.
Okay, big shot.
Okay, they got the lip. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Big shot on lip.
Are you gonna recommit on this? Junbin's already on point. Maybe they're
No way they're committing down one. Okay, they are. I mean, the Junbin primal.
Pressure on to leave, struggling, trying to hold that recall as long as he can. Junbin falling back.
They know Gushway doesn't have primal. They know Gushway doesn't have primal.
Getting pressure to follow up. Is it there from Heesang? Gushway
Gonna get him.
healed up though. Seemed to have stabilized for the moment. But
Dude, the focus on the focus on leave is also so strong. Like they're constantly finding leave.
It's hard to. It shouldn't be that. They shouldn't be able to find.
They shouldn't. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to find him that easily. Yeah, exactly.
We should have a reset here. 80%. Crazy Raccoon, they're going to hold
Come on,
close.
OA are going to
The
drop
early investments as
Servasa
well,
03?
making it
Surely
difficult for
not.
once to get the touch. Someone's gonna have to touch here.
Surely not.
I mean, who's
They're
touching?
gonna-
Is it
I think-
Leave?
The triple.
Oh
Dude,
my
Leave's not
God,
gonna be able to
he's
touch.
trying to do it.
He can't even touch. He has to
trying to do it.
recall.
Lip has OC.
I mean,
Somebody
Cruciate will
touch,
touch, but
somebody.
I think he's gonna give his life unless he gets beat. Oh my God, he got
He
beat.
got beat. He got the beat, but he's still gonna
But
die.
I think he's probably gonna die here. Yeah. Dude, that's map 3-0
That is map.
on Suravasa for a 2-0.
It's map.
Oh my God.
It is map.
In the series already. Johnny, this was supposed to be close.
Once again, getting absolutely crushed by Crazy Raccoon. And just when we thought once again,
Sugar Braun
this might
sapped
be their
OA of
tournament,
all
they
their
look
power.
back playing this Winston dive.
In his last act, Sugar Braun
back in their place.
reached out and sapped the strength from Leave's veins.
Just another day at the
Oxford Omnics inspired gaming. The Oxford Omnics reference, they're back again.
This means nothing to them. Home
Dude, the
crowd
payout is
advantage,
about to go crazy on the Preds too.
And once again, they are reeling. This was their comp. This was their meta. This is their year to show what Chinese Overwatch can do. But Crazy Raccoons, there's no mercy. They're not here for the storylines. They're here for the trophy, Johnny.
They clearly are
They
here
can
with the
knock down
storylines,
lower
given the
bracket.
fact they
They don't
lost to
like that so
Nightmare.
much.
Clearly, they're the
That
most
was the best
story-based
we've
team, I'd
seen
argue.
Crazy Raccoon play all tournament long. Shu just firing an alternative to the backline, got that early pick. Lip with like the 4Ks, 5Ks. Heesang was popping off with the Tracer as well.
We're seeing a second beef develop here. A second beef. We've seen the Jaws Mr. X beef. We've seen the Jaws Mr. X beef. Now a second beef is developing.
They could make a big run here in the lower bracket.
Dude, if Crazy Raccoon get a rematch against Nightmare, that's
They're gonna be
money.
angry. They're
That's
gonna be
gonna
angry.
be serious money. And we talked about Heesang struggling maybe in that series against Nightmare. This was a different animal today on the Tracer. He was fearsome. And I feel like we have to talk about Shu. I mean,
Then we can all leave and enjoy our afternoon after this map 5 banger. Yeah, see, some of you will. The rest of us will be going to bed.
Shit.
not just
The rest of us will be going to
Afternoon.
bed.
What time zone are you in if it's your afternoon?
I mean, if you're in
Where are you in the
Eastern
world?
time zone, it's 10 a.m. right, or it's 9 a.m. right now.
Just too much to overcome.
It's about to be 9
It's not
a.m.
happening for another 3 hours though. That's like
Yeah, but I mean, like, if this, let's say this match takes, like, let's say theoretically it becomes a map 5, that takes like an extra hour or so. You're gonna be approaching 10 a.m. Like, that's not. I mean, you can still go enjoy your afternoon technically after that. You could also be. Oh, that's true. You could also be in the Europe. If you're in Europe, it's afternoon.
Once again, you got another map pick. Maybe we're going to Esperanza again. That's been the comfort spot for them. I wouldn't hate the pick theoretically.
Going to bed at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
It's devastating from a mental perspective.
It's really difficult. I mean, you could theorize about bringing Circuit Real into the mix. They have.
My ass can't wait to go to bed at 9 a.m.
Yeah. It's a change up. You force Max
It is
to
a
come
change
in.
up, yeah, but at the same time, though, like we've seen Crazy Raccoon, they can match those kind of compositions. I just don't think that is once again's favorite composition.
I've waited so many fucking years in Australia to be able to watch games like these at human times. Listen, I do get it. I get it, Australia, Asia, I get it.
Rallying on the brig.
You guys guys haven't the opportunity. It's fair.
You've had OWCS Korea in Asia for 2 years, and APAC Overwatch League for several more years.
I'm kind of with you, Johnny. I think there's an argument.
I think Australia's had plenty of good time zone games over the years, actually.
So you're saying, so the Australian is saying, the Australian resident is saying, fuck Australia?
Come on, I mean, it's pretty clear who it's
I'm just saying, as someone who lives in Australia, there have been plenty of Overwatch games on Australian time.
Maybe the Maga on Runasabi.
That could
you
be.
beat Falcons with it. But
You blink first, but you Mauga.
look, Johnny, I'm worried. I mean, just like the eye test on this series is that we have moved beyond compositions.
Your Oda map 5 bangers to lock in. I don't even think I have the capacity to lock in. I don't think I have the.
But just like
I think I can. The most locked that I'm gonna be is I'm not gonna fall asleep.
They're getting worked over in the deathmatch. They're not even getting into the fights. I mean, Ilios was a massacre. Like, that was not competitive. That was like some of my pubs, you know? I'm like, are they smurfing? Like, what's going on here?
Again, it was Ilios, though. I don't want to put too much stock in that, but I'm more surprised by the performance on Surabalsa, though, because Leave was nowhere to be seen. Shy didn't really have any moments, and that's not faulting them as individuals, but really the tempo that Crazy Raccoon set. Once again, never really got
Both can be true. It can be a fluke loss, and they deserve to lose. Those things are not mutually exclusive.
Maybe you do justify changing up the pace here and playing out some different kind of heroes to get back into the game. Leave just didn't bring it. Didn't bring those moments that we're accustomed to seeing him do so far.
And this is where I start to wonder about, you know, the mental tenacity of these, once again, players. They haven't had that same level of experience in the last couple years.
I mean, what the fuck does OA ban?
They have been tried. They have been
If
forced
you're
to
on
lower
Root
bracket
versus
before.
Crazy Raccoon, you
Anna,
can't
Anna,
ban
Anna.
ball.
And so I
Anna.
think it's fair to say that they look unfazed
Anna?
right now.
The
by
reason
position in
why
this
is you
tournament.
have to start targeting
Once again,
Shu.
struggling, flailing in this series.
Lucio.
Take us to Route 66.
Wow,
So it's a bit of a
Lucio
change-up, right? Historically, they have picked
Okay, we're
Esperanza
gonna play
in this
Brig
spot.
Anna.
The Lucio ban,
Well,
surprising with how much
banning
Lucio
Anna
carried
would
and
hurt
played in the
Monk,
series.
but
Yeah,
it
maybe
hurts
this
Shu more. I don't
stabilizes
know.
things. Mew wants to give
Lucio
a shot for the
Kiriko,
break.
we just saw
Crazy Raccoon,
Kiriko.
responsive big
Sorry,
on the
Brig.
Sojourn.
Okay, hold on.
All right, this is low-key.
The Sojourn
Publicity.
ban
Crazy because
is
now I'm
very
wondering,
bad for Shy.
do you even
I actually
play
think that's a
Hitscue?
very impactful
I mean,
ban against
Route
Shy.
66 is a little bit of an
I'm not
uncomfortable map
completely
for
convinced by the
Hitscan.
Lucio ban.
Sojourn bridges that gap by having such incredible mobility that you can be played as this like
To be honest with you,
quasi-diver.
I think
But now
OA
I'm
need to be
wondering,
more
does this take
targeted. They
us
don't
in,
need defensive
like, a
bans, they need
Tracer
offensive
Genji
bans
direction,
to target
you know, maybe Tracer
target
Echo
CR in some direction.
I'm really curious.
I'm wondering here if they have Sojourn banned for Root. Are they gonna try to put Shy on like a different hard hit scan, or they wouldn't try to put him on like Tracer? So like, oh yeah, I was about to say, right? Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Work
it'll be
in
Ash.
these kind of situations here. Maybe I'm leaning more like Juno Brig here almost, Jake. Shying away from
I
these
like that in
dive
the support look.
compositions and maybe trying to play some kind of brawl here. But again, it's Route 66. There's some mediocre high grounds you want to reach, of course. Want to make sure you pick a tank hero that can access those.
I'm not sure about Widow.
Really
I'm not
good to see
convinced that
what
Widow is going to end up being
with
played
this
here. We're not even
pretty
seeing
unique
Widow
Lucio
on Circle
ban here.
Rail
What
currently.
do they have in mind?
Widow seems extremely out of
I mean,
meta.
the Brig is almost a foregone conclusion. The big question for me is, will it be an Ana or a Juno? For Crazy Raccoon, I mean, the way she was playing, kind of feeling the Ana, right? Like, I mean, I think the Brig Juno is actually
The
not really the best
sorry,
comp
the
on
Sojourn
Crazy
ban
Raccoon
could genuinely be
because they're so
backbreaking
strong
because they're
when she was on a
removing
true
Shy's
playmaker.
capability to carry
Juno
here
is not that
quite
hero.
significantly.
Brig is not that hero. These are like incredibly stable, durable backliners, but I don't think it necessarily suits the strength.
So this
Sugar
is
Ron
looking
and
like
boys,
a
permanently
So I think
scar
maybe
their
that's
mental.
the vision
Genji Ash
for
or a Tracer
team,
Ash dive currently to
like,
me.
once again, that loves that team play. They love that synchronized aggression.
God, OA
Take the
needs
game a
something.
little bit out
OA
of the
needs
hands of
some
the
hero
individuals,
moment.
put
They
it
need
in the
something
collective.
big to happen this game.
But I mean, look at the
this map.
smiles on Crazy Raccoon. They're starting to have a little bit of
Wow.
fun. They're starting
That
to
is
feel.
menacing. Lip just laughing.
Lip
Going
If we
into
lost
that
this
three,
Suarez
I'm
goes
like,
map 5
5,
times 2 and map 7,
yeah.
I mean that would make it literally the greatest
See if you can get more
playoffs
kills than me,
I think in
bro.
Overwatch League history. I think
Come on.
the
Dude,
These guys are
we're
feeling
having
it.
dinner after this. Where are we going?
I think there was
there
was a
will be
one that was
some,
also
These-
pretty
these
good.
These two maps go that way. They're two extremely dominant games on stage facing elimination. You are
But I can't
feeling
remember.
the
My brain is, like,
adrenaline
literally
OA
rush.
jello.
did say
Tasting
themselves
victory,
that
but once again,
top 4 would
the
be
crowd
their
has been
expectation.
So loud all tournament long. You have been giving them so many things to get
So they made
excited
top
about,
4. Dude,
and
if
now
they
nothing.
won against Falcons,
That
which
is
if
a
they didn't
terrifying
age
place
X, they
to
probably
be. It
would have.
takes absurd
And
mental
then
fortitude for once again
Falcons go
be
to
able
low
pull this
bracket.
back
This will be a
together.
Falcons
They
versus
need
Crazy
some energy
Raccoon
from the
game.
crowd.
Anything
They
can
need
happen.
to
Falcons,
find
Crazy Raccoon knock
somebody,
each
a
other
hero
out.
to rise up in this
OA versus
moment
Nightmare
of
tomorrow. Really good
desperation.
matchup for OA.
But it
Possibly
feels like
just
maybe
go straight to
too
grand
little, too late.
finals.
Crazy Raccoon on the
And
verge
then
of eliminating the last Chinese team.
I don't know.
here
One
in
of the
Hangzhou.
Koreans goes to grand finals, or
honestly,
suddenly it's an
once again,
OA
they just
versus
need a
Korean
moment,
grand
right?
final.
Like something
And
to
if it's
just
Falcons,
spark a
super
fire
winnable for
here.
OA again. That
No
would have
pun
been the
intended.
timeline
Once again, they
and the
need
pathway for
something
OA
just,
to win the
like, rally
tournament.
the troops. Because they
But
don't
I
really
even
have
had
an
this in my
answer to
bracket.
what
Again,
Chris
it's
Raccoon are
on
throwing
Twitter.
their
You can all
way.
check it. I tweeted this
It's gonna be
before
Jinbin
the
and
tournament
Gushue.
started because
No
this is
tank
just what I
subs,
felt.
doubling
I
down
do not
on the
feel that
Winston.
OA have a good
Wow.
matchup
And
with Crazy
classic
Raccoon because
look
in a
on
pure
66, right? But
like
Brig Ana,
dive mirror,
I mean,
Crazy
Shu is
Raccoon
gonna
has just
be
been the best
smiling
dive
all the
team
way to the
for the
bank
last
with
2
this
years,
one.
and it's not been
Shy
close.
Gonna go with the Cassidy
So
on
it
the
is really
defense.
tough to beat them in a
Curious to see
dive
what
mirror.
Lip's response is.
I just don't think OA have a good
the
matchup
Widow,
to them.
the Ash,
Generally.
Yana Hanzo could be strong choices.
Shock fuel.
Why not Shy Ash? He might still change. Let's have a look.
That's right.
But-
See what the swap ends up being.
Oh, he
It's gonna
can't. He's
be
on
the
defense.
Cass
Never mind.
mirror.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I think
the Cassidy's come
if I
out,
was to
and I think
defend the
Lip
cast,
gonna
the
be feeling
cast
good about this,
is
how
better
ridiculously strong
anti-dive
Shy's opted
into
in on the
like a
Sojourn.
Winston matchup. Lip clearly agrees,
old
so there's not
Overwatch
going to be
here,
any sort of
classic
range
Winston
difference
on a
here.
Brig.
We're just going to play
Let's see
like
what the Cassidys
kind
can
of
do. The
medium
Tracers
range,
are gonna be
medium to
under
short
such
range kind of
immense
gameplay
pressure
here.
with the threat of that flashbang.
Chris Raccoon.
Best dive team
Looking for
on
an
any
opening
map watch
for
point.
Why
They've
not
won
Shy
most of their
Ash?
watch points.
Nice shot.
Unfortunately,
They've won almost
I
every
think
single match point, except when they throw versus Falcons.
I think like Avril said, this is they want to have the cast potentially for the option to just like tank some of the damage, some of the dive a bit potentially.
Other teams want to play harder anti-dive, just a more survivable KO versus dive. Flashbang really good into the divers, obviously, so Yeah.
regroup for once again.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to play for like the really like long range poke. They're more so trying to just like let's play a brawl like resistant to dive style
These
a bit.
Winston dives are going to be crucial. Heesang has done remarkable damage so far. 80% to a pulse bomb. This may be coming sooner than the defenders expect.
Monk's timing
I mean-
is great, by the way. Monk's timing is insane. 10% above.
Oh, there's the anti from Shu, and there's the anti from
Dude, how
Shu.
does he just land that?
Oh,
How
and what a
does he
good
just
sleep
land
from
that,
Shu.
man?
Oh my
Shu just lands
god.
that shit.
No, wait, now
God.
Monk hits actually the fatty anti. Monk just hit the fatty anti there.
Yeah, but the team's not cleaning up. Lee's doing work, but he needs more.
But nobody's down. He's down though. Now, I mean, now they're gonna be coming in for. They're gonna be coming in for like the last second
How far away is
contest.
Dutrey needs to be a little closer. Tracer, is Tracer there? Is Leave there? Someone needs to touch right now.
Hello, Monkey Meatloaf.
Okay, here we go.
They touch.
They have a Deadeye as well to make some space here.
Jumpman doesn't have ult yet. No way, Shu just hit another 2-man nade. Oh my god. Okay, they live though, they live.
Jesus, Shu is fucking crazy. This is why you should ban Ana. I'm serious. Dude, you gotta shut down Shu. This guy's crazy. Mew's dead. Surely Mew's dead.
Leave's dead. Leave used his recall. Leave used his recall early. Dude, Leave is actually having the worst time.
Junbin's dead though. Junbin's dead.
Maybe, if they keep Shy alive.
Junbin's alive?
Good bubble. Oh my god, that bubble was actually fucking good.
They hold, right? Surely they hold.
They got to touch. Well,
Oh, no.
it
It's
didn't
already
touch.
capped.
Yeah, it's already
Actually,
capped.
already
Yeah,
capped.
it's already
Already
capped.
capped.
Yeah, it's already capped.
Oh my god, dude.
I mean, I feel like, I mean, it definitely feels like the DPS line for, once again, are not having a great game.
They're very
They're just-
quiet in this matchup.
They're just not
I don't
having a
even-
great game right now.
I don't even think Lip's been insane. I think it's been Heesang, and now Shu's landing nades as well. But Heesang's been dynamite all series, and now Shu's just closing the door on them with his nades. Dutrey slept. Heesang's dropped another pulse.
And then, yeah, he gets a
If
pulse on
Heesang
Shy
doesn't get play
early.
in the match, he's robbed. Heesang's get robbed if he doesn't get play of the match. This
He has been
performance
having
is
a
ridiculous.
really, really good game.
I'll do it myself. He's here on the point for the massive pressure on his health pool. He's
Gushue is very low.
You got the nano as well.
Nano on Mew, and they're literally light years away. Everyone from Crazy Raccoon is so fucking far away.
Might have done the nano just to help him live. I'm not too sure what that was.
Yeah.
No, I think it's Heesang. Heesang's done more. Shu's done a lot this map, but Heesang's done more overall. Look again, Heesang's just there. Heesang is just there. Oh god.
Perfect Winston gameplay right now from your Korean heroes. Crazy Raccoon up in this fight. Gushue and Leave trying to clutch this one out, but so difficult. Down number, so difficult.
I mean, Leave getting bullied here a bit.
Versus 2. Gushue is in the cave here actually. Gets slapped by Shu.
Uh-oh.
Surely
Can they get him?
Punished here. Not close to the prime also.
Shu is
exposed.
nearly
Yeah, dude.
100%
Doesn't hit the pulse.
in this map.
They know Leave doesn't have recall. They could jump in too because they know there's no dives. Oh my god. Those cooldowns used so early. Okay, everyone's gonna live though. Oh! I mean, Heesang still hits a pulse though. It removes the rally. It removes the rally. Mew's dead. Eviltool's dead. Eviltool's dead. This rally can fucking pound. Oh no. Dude, the pulse. Heesang really is the player of the match right now. Heesang really is the player of the match.
He is. He really is. I'm telling you.
Like, he literally just fucking pulse bomb Mew and removed rally.
He's the hero. He's the fucking hero right now. I don't know
He's
how
actually
he's
God
doing this.
carrying.
I don't know
Like,
how
Shu's
Heesang's
obviously
doing
still
this
having
right
a
now.
really good like map. Like, Shu's having an insanely good map still, but like, Heesang has had an incredibly good match performance.
Playing some of his best Overwatch on his signature hero. And once again, they still haven't found an answer really for Crazy Raccoon to set them back.
They all get
You
the War
poisoned
Stun
my
perk.
goat
Every
string.
break gets the War Stun perk, yeah.
The bounce nade gets shot in you. That was a 4-man nade using the bounces. Primal, you got all right. He ran out of
Alright. I mean, Gushue's still looking good. Gushue's still doing his fucking best out here.
He's been the one consistent factor. I'm not gonna lie. Gushui has been.
Oh, I think Monks look good. I don't think Monks looks bad. I think Monks look pretty solid.
You cannot ignore this Winston. You cannot ignore the potential that he has. Crazy Raccoon.
I think Eviltool's had a tough one because Eviltool's definitely died a lot.
If OA can hold here and not allow Crazy Raccoon to finish the map, there's a chance they win this map. Other than that,
What happened to OA? Well, they had a
I'm
map
losing
5
things really
gigabanger.
quickly right now.
with Falcons. They literally lost because of an Ajax for Mew, for Ableton. They just lost because of an Ajax, and now they're just fighting to stay alive here.
It's not like Monk isn't landing nades. He's landing nades, but Crazy Raccoon are constantly in OA's faces, and OA can't return the favor to actually respond to the nades and capitalize on Monk landing nades. Lip is 1 HP. No one is there to finish off that kill. He's saying is always in OA's backline. The opposite is not true right now.
As well, available for Chorong. Very, very soon. Gushui is low. Naded. Purple. Shu sleeps to high noon. Already found the connection though onto Junbin. So Crazy Raccoon.
I mean, just look at Heesang like win these Tracer duels too.
Wait for that Winston. Wait for the Primal Rage.
Like obviously he didn't kill Leave there, but but Leave had the back.
Advantage firmly in favor of the Raccoons. Primal Rage for Junbin could be the difference maker. Mew very close to that rally, needs to bridge the gap. This will be the crucial tool.
Again,
Two-man.
Monk's hitting nades. Monk's hitting nades. But what are they
And
doing?
look at that, and look at that. Evil Tool dies. Evil Tool dies early, so they don't have the rally. I mean, this
Monk
is just.
lands a two-man nade, and OA just can't do anything with it.
Oh man. I mean, there's the cap. There's the cap on Route 66.
This is done, Johnny. Once again, surely.
I mean, this is looking like a 3-0.
Oh my god.
It's looking like a 3-0.
Shu is popping off on the Ana. Crazy Raccoon are coasting.
Good morning, is this the last game? Yes, it is.
And once again, they didn't even really get an opportunity to combat that final fight. They died with ultimates. Crazy Raccoon just storming ahead, capping out Route 66, which rarely happens, Jake. Very rarely do we see go to overtime here on Route 66. It's just a demonstration of their dominance so far.
We bet the house on Shu right now. We bet.
He's saying such a streaky player, man. I don't know. Like, I see so many games where he looks invisible, and then some games where he looks incredible.
This guy is doing different things on support. It's not healer, bro. It is not healer. If you watch what Shu is doing in this game.
This is one of the most impressive player of the match performances I've ever seen.
Come on, we all know.
Like, the series is not even over. I'm like, oh, it's probably Shu, right?
We all know.
It's.
I mean,
I don't. Are they not recognizing Heesang? This is kind of nuts.
In a series.
Yeah, I don't know.
Players a career to
They
I mean, like, I feel like Heesang really has been like.
Shu's playing good, but like, did we watch the other two maps? Did Heesang not carry 2-3 maps in a row? What's going on right now? I'm so certain Heesang's done more this game. I'm so certain.
On the verge of defeat.
And I'm the guy that usually slanders Heesang and calls him bad. But I'm saying right now that Heesang is incredibly good in this particular series. Every map he's been dominant.
Their nation in Overwatch. They didn't get much chance to compete this year, but here they are, backs against the wall, trying to show that they still have what it takes to fight.
Shu's had one insane map, 2 like good maps, 1 insane map. Heesang's had 3 generational maps currently. It's unbelievable.
Keep themselves alive in this tournament in front of their home crowd.
No,
The crowd is dead. Yeah, I mean the home team, like the Chinese team, is literally getting slaughtered in front of the Chinese crowd. So
range advantage. Once again,
I wouldn't expect them to be up in their seats cheering.
Crazy Raccoon cleaning up, opportunity to move forward. If Lip takes his
I'm gonna say, man, the Sojin ban is unbelievably genius here. The Sojin ban is the giant difference.
Shy's gone ash. Shy says he's had enough. Shy's like, fuck it.
He's matching Lip. He's matching Lip, to be fair. So I think they both kind of just like, whatever the defense hit scan is playing, the hit scan and the offense is kind of matching.
Put pressure on them early, forcing once again to expend abilities, resources, to even get this high ground.
I don't think the Lucio ban. I don't know.
Again, you can just apply the pressure.
I'm not too sure what else. I was suggesting an Ana ban. Not too sure what else I could. Maybe a Tracer ban. If you really want to respect Heesang really a lot, then maybe a Tracer ban, which might have been worthwhile.
But once again, has been a team
Dude.
He's gone. Beautiful sleep on the
I mean, it's so rough. It's literally so rough. Like, they're fighting every second just to literally try to get to the corner. Try to get to the corner here for the cart, and Crazy Raccoon are gonna have 5 ults.
It's kind of insane how different this Crazy Raccoon looks compared to the one that played Nightmare. Like, it's night and day.
Oh man,
yeah. It's Nightmare and day.
Like how, yeah, good one. I don't even know how Crazy Raccoon were able to play so poorly.
Dude, the nade from Shu.
Stop it! This is no mercy. There's no mercy. There's no mercy to be had in the server, Johnny. There is only blood for the blood god. And Shu.
I mean, Shu is having obviously a very, very good map, but I'm gonna feel really sad if Heesang gets overlooked on this one.
Yeah, Heesang will get robbed. Heesang's about to get robbed. I can feel it. He's about to get robbed.
That's what we're tracking these days. Oh,
4
boy.
ults for the Raccoons. Every tool they would need in the book.
Two
And look at
insane
this
bans
ball
for Crazy
position
Raccoon.
from
Diva ban on map
So
1
difficult
really
to big
ruined
name comes
Goosetray's
in.
map
It still
hero
wins
pool.
too. Every single time.
And then the Soj ban here is
Every
incredible.
single
Map
thing.
2, I don't think
This
the
is
bans
always
were
on.
so
Counter damage,
impactful
Shoe is
for
low.
either
Is there
team.
follow-up? No. Tracer's
But,
being marked.
yeah, I mean-
He forces the recall, wins the Tracer fight in the flank. Bob.
Okay,
please
using
do
Bob to try. Dude, Bob got
Where did the
slept.
Bob go?
Bob got slept. He got slept in tunnel. They used it to try to clear tunnel. He got slept, and then Shy got fucking antied. And then Shy got antied. I mean, they get the dive on Shu though. They deny the nano.
It's backline. That's backline. That's backline. That's the first time the backline's still.
Oh my God.
Again, Gooseray has been the consistent factor.
He's got to go back to spawn so we can live.
All the way back to the spawn. Forced to the doors to get a reheal.
Anjum is dead. Possible to push. Possible to push.
This is against the rules.
Wow. The payload just passed the gate, Jake. They got another fight coming. Shu has the nano-boost here.
Like 20 turns in a row where it's Crazy Raccoon versus Falcon. Well, there's no guarantee Crazy Raccoon's going to make it to finals. If they play like this, they probably will. But they lost to Nightmare. So there isn't really a guarantee that Crazy Raccoon's going to finals.
Ultimate advantage though, for once again. Nade now.
Okay, they got Shu again. They got Shu again. They trade for Monk.
Chorong trading. Okay, no backline. No
I mean, they're just
backline.
trading. They're just trading.
Shy's low though. Shy's 1.
True deathmatch now. But he's saying
That's just Gooseray 1v3. Just
Dude,
Gooseray
I mean,
1v3.
I mean, this is like about to be the first hold.
Hopeless in this.
This is about to be the fucking first hold. It's Gooseray. He's waiting to try to. He's looking to try to just camp the supports here. He's trying to delay them, but he's doing nothing.
They got touches. They got touches.
Is anyone there?
There's no.
No touches.
Crazy Raccoon.
That's how it
That's what I'm
ends.
saying. It's like they got
That's
touches,
how it
right? Hello?
ends.
They got touches,
They don't even
right?
have someone. They have Gooseray going to just go flank the supports, and they don't go. They don't even have anyone to touch the cards.
You heard me saying like 5 seconds before the map ends. I'm saying there's touches, right? Hello?
Oh
There's
my
touches.
God.
Am I right, fellas? Any touches? Hello?
I mean, that's
No touches.
just
No touches.
insane.
No
I mean, that's
touches.
actually just insane that they didn't even have anyone there to touch the cart.
The demise of Crazy Raccoon was greatly exaggerated. What a ruse.
Do you have any advantage if you get into the final from lower bracket? No. Because all you do is play more matches. All you do is play more matches. It's always better to win out upper bracket because you have to play less.
One of the best honor
So
series I've ever seen. Shu with an absolute masterclass on his signature hero. I just can't believe what I witnessed, Jake. I thought this series would be close.
Me too.
It was
John.
not
I
even
was like, look, we're
remotely
gonna have a
close.
we're gonna have a banger to end the night.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
to be fair, we did get a banger.
Come on, give
from
Heesang
Shu.
some glaze,
From Shu.
fellas.
I mean, the rest of the team played.
Come on,
played
fellas, give
perfectly
Heesang a
as
little bit
well.
of
Like, the
glaze.
follow-up was always there.
why are they praising Shu so much? I mean, Shu deserved to get praise. That was a great map for him. He definitely deserved to get praise. But it's more so, I'm not hearing any Heesang. I'm not hearing any Heesang blazing.
I'm hearing
This is not
zero
good enough.
Heesang, unfortunately.
On top of that, Lip won a lot of those hit schedules. We talked about, is Shy gonna
There we
level
go.
up? Is Shy gonna take over the server? No, it was Lip. It was Heesang for the
Heesang.
DPS. Incredible performances from them. And for this Crazy Raccoon team, a massive comeback from
Why
a
are
difficult
why are
loss
certain
earlier the
chatters
day.
in your
They
chat
stay alive in
like
the tournament.
incredibly
Let's send this
rage
over to
baiting
the
tonight?
desk and get their breakdown here
Either
of this
rage
incredible
baiting
match.
or like
Hey,
actually
it
dumb.
wouldn't be an Overwatch major without two
I
Korean
pick it.
teams
Choose. Is it
in
rage
the
bait or is it
top three.
just?
Heartbreak
I
City,
can't say
though,
the
for
word, but I
likes
really
of
want to
once
say it.
again. This
You
does
better
not
you
look
better
like a
believe I
squad
really want to say the
that
word.
Falcons did
Whoa.
Call it, guys. Call
earlier
it.
today.
No, I mean they got annihilated. No, I talked.
Why are you getting rage baited, buddy?
Talking about.
I don't know.
Why
I'm just
are you getting rage
I
baited?
guess.
You're getting rage
I'm
baited.
just getting rage baited. Oh, you're right. I'm getting rage baited.
You're getting rage baited.
The
that's
gap
fine.
between Shu and not even.
Well,
Monk,
I
just the
admit that
rest
I'm
of the
bigoted, so it
supports
doesn't matter. I can be
just
ableist.
like
I don't deny that I'm bigoted. It's fine. I don't deny it. It's fine.
Oh my God.
I was like not even subtle about it. I wasn't even nice about it. That
He's so OCE coded. He's so OCE coded.
The chance of
We gotta cut the mic. We gotta cut the mic.
Just the support play from Crazy Raccoon was so good that regardless of what kind of
I gotta pay out
happened
the
on the
Preds
other
here.
side, like, you know,
Since I already paid them out.
Moment, same with Gooseray, but it was inevitable what the result.
There we go. Choose the outcome. Good payout for the Crazy Raccoon betters.
It's quite simple AVRL. It's only
I
rage
should rage
bait
bait
if you get
more. I
angry.
should rage bait your chat more because
Otherwise,
they keep
it's a
paying me
real
money
opinion.
all the time.
when I rage bait them back. This is good. You're getting richer. You're getting paid off this. This is good. I'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing it.
See, the problem is,
we'll rage
Admiral,
bait
I
each
feel
other
like
back and forth and
I
you'll
feel
get
like
paid.
you've built a chat of people that I mean, I'm just at a glance, I feel like it's a chat of very like-minded individuals. So I have a chat of people that all have come together to hate me and to make fun of me. So we have two very different communities. Like your chat is very like-minded hive individuals, and I have a chat that's built to make fun of me and hate on me.
It is insane. Like, not even just the Ana. He had a hot start on the Kiriko over on Surabasa as well. And it's just shocking.
It gave Shu play the match, by the way. He's saying robbed. I'm going to say it. He's saying robbed.
On our last map. But the fact that not a single Ana ban came out from this team.
Gonna be here tomorrow? I mean, I hope. I would like to still be alive tomorrow. I can't. I don't have any control over that. That's one for the Lord to decide. That one's for the Lord to decide up on high if I'm here tomorrow.
Like, I think Shu's probably the best Ana we've ever had, just in history. And then I think also now you start to like.
Okay, I'm gonna start saying the word on my own stream.
I gotta get out of here. 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 Avril, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Avril, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow, Avril. Okay, we gotta get out of there. Avril, he's been rage baited too hard. You've rage baited him too hard. He's I don't know what you did to them. I don't know what you guys did to Avril. You broke him. You broke Avril's mental. You broke Avril's mental in the chat. I don't know what you guys did.
I mean, they just got smacked.
But you broke his mental.
I think we all did. You know, seeing Face Raccoon struggle the way they have, falling down to this lower bracket, but you know, you don't have to think back too far to realize how like terrifying this team can be. And I think they've been off balance this tournament, basically up until this point.
It's shattered into a million pieces. Okay. Well, to end it off,
definitely helped them, but it's kind of confirmation bias, you know, if I'm honest with you. But they're now in a position to look back towards Falcons, look back towards these teams and say, hey,
we're going to bed, everybody.
They're spending a lot more time.
Actually, we're indeed. I was about to be like, what should I do? And I'm like, I'm tired as fuck. I'm tired as fuck. I'm going to bed. That's what I'm doing. So I'll see everyone tomorrow.
For them to have an extremely dominant showing.
So no game duel? No, I'm going to bed. I'm literally too fucking tired. I can't. Bed duel. We're doing bed duel. The sun's up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone.